settling into the posture that you're comfortable in. Being aware of those points, whether you've those different little areas to check, whether you're in a chair or on a cushion. What we're looking for is a very comfortable position for the body, so the body's not going to be distracting us, not distracting the mind. So just take a few moments to scan through your body. Is it symmetrical and stable, or are you tilting one side or the other? Check the areas of your body that get tense for you, whether that's your jaw, neck, shoulders, your back, whatever it might be. Letting your shoulders drop. Just letting the tension of the past week or the past few weeks, whatever it is that is creating your tension, just let it all just roll off the tips of your shoulders. Gone. Then bring your mind inward, away from all the busyness of the past days or weeks. Develop a sense of contentment with just sitting quietly. Not wanting to do anything else or be anywhere else for this time. Without any force or expectation, we're creating the conditions for our minds to become calm and clear and to reveal its natural state. Calm, clear, blissful. Then bring your attention to the rolling rhythm of your breath. Or be mindful of somewhere in your body, somewhere where you have an awareness of the change, the in-breath, the out-breath, the flow of the blood, whatever it might be. And just let your attention rest there. And whenever your mind wanders off, just disengage with those thoughts. Don't get involved with them. Just bring your attention back to what the breath, breathing in, breathing out. Now we need to set a strong motivation, a positive motivation, to make sure our meditation's not just for fleeting relaxation, but becomes a genuine cause for our spiritual growth. And the best motivation we can have is this wish to be free of all our faults, develop our potential completely, so that we can benefit all our mother living beings in the best possible way. So we're going to use the 4 immeasurable thoughts. Firstly, meditating on immeasurable loving kindness. Imagine what it would be like if all living beings had happiness and the causes of happiness. Take a moment to imagine giving your friends and family the things they really need, being able to fulfill their wishes and hopes. Imagine all the people you don't know attain happiness and the causes of happiness. So this is people you might have heard of in the news, friends of friends, people you see in the street or in the shops. It includes all the living beings around the world. And imagine all your enemies, those who hurt or disturb you or confuse you or frighten you. Imagine all of them receiving all they need to be happy, so they naturally stop being destructive. And next, meditating on immeasurable compassion. Imagine what it would be like if all living beings were free from suffering and the causes of suffering. Imagine all your friends and family without illness or emotional upsets. Imagine their relief when they're freed from all their sufferings, both large and small. Imagine all the strangers free from problems and released from their suffering. And especially imagine all the destructive people who hurt themselves and hurt others. Imagine them released from suffering, freed from problems, abiding within their natural potential to benefit others. Thirdly, meditating on immeasurable joy. Imagine if all living beings were never separated from lasting happiness. How would the world appear then? Let a deep wish arise in your heart for all living beings to never be separated from deep, lasting happiness. And finally, the immeasurable thought of equanimity. Imagine if all living beings could abide in equanimity, freed from bias and prejudice, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. Imagine what the world would be like then. Try to generate a deep wish to develop your equanimity towards all living beings. So with this motivation, as we go through the visualisation, don't worry if you can't imagine all the details clearly. Just know that the Buddha is here. He's with you. He's not an image. He's more than that. Buddha is a manifestation of your own inner nature brought to its fullest potential. It's by visualising like this that we can begin to bring forth our own innate good qualities. At the level of your forehead and a couple of metres in front, visualise a large golden throne. It's square, very beautiful, and adorned with many jewels. It is supported at each corner by a pair of white snow lions. They have light green manes and tails, and visualise them as living, breathing animals, but made of light. So just as lions are very strong in the animal world, so these lions are very strong in the spiritual world. These represent the great bodhisattvas, very close to achieving their own Buddhahood. On the throne's a large white lotus, and upon this 2 cushions, the sun and the moon. They're round and very bright. Neither the throne, the lions, or any other part of the visualisation has even an atom of solid material substance. Instead, the entire visualisation is a mere reflection of your mind and made of light, transparent, intangible, and radiant. Upon the lotus, sun and moon cushions is seated Shakyamuni Buddha, who's the manifestation of enlightened, omniscient mind. He appears as a monk dressed in robes made of beautiful brocade. He sits in a cross-legged position, his holy body completely transparent like a water bubble. Golden in colour, indestructible and magnificent. palm of his right hand rests on his right knee, the fingers touching the moon cushion, and this symbolises his complete control over disturbing emotions and hindrances. His left hand is resting in his lap at the level of his navel and holds a bowl full of nectar-like medicine. The Buddha himself has no suffering, but this is the nectar to stop our physical suffering, the suffering of sickness and death, as well as mental and emotional turmoil. The beautiful robes that adorn Shakyamuni Buddha stand up from his body by about a centimetre because of the power of his realizations. His face is very beautiful, and its smiling appearance brings incredible bliss within our minds, for it means he's accepting us. His eyes are long and narrow, his look extremely compassionate. His lips are cherry red, the lobes of his ears are long, his hair is dark blue, each one individually curled to the right. Buddha's holy body is radiating light, many rays emanating from every pore of his body, passing through infinite space to each and every sentient being, beings throughout the universe, on different planets, in all the different realms. Each of these light rays carries countless miniature Buddhas, many going out to work for living beings, and many others coming back, being absorbed through the pores of his body, having finished their work. Shakyamuni Buddha says to you, O child of good intention, if you want to be released from the suffering of cyclic existence, I shall guide you. So remember that Shakyamuni Buddha embodies the infinite wisdom and compassion of all enlightened beings. And make a request from your heart thinking, for my own benefit and the benefit of all living beings, please grant me your blessings that I may quickly realise the entire path to enlightenment. Shakyamuni Buddha accepts your request. With his infinite compassion, he sends you purifying white light, and you're released from all suffering and led into enlightenment. As this light streams into your body, it's like a light being switched on in a dark room. Just as the darkness in the room's instantly dispelled, so too is the darkness of all your negative karmas, all your illnesses and disturbing emotions, and all your subtle obscurations disappear completely, existing nowhere, neither inside nor outside your body. As we recite the mantra together, concentrate on this purifying white light coming from Shakyamuni Buddha's heart and absorbing into you, spreading to all parts of your body. We'll recite the mantra 7 times together and then continue silently to ourselves. Tayata Om Mune Mune Mahamunaya Swaha. 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 Tayata Om Mune Mune. As we continue to recite the mantra silently to ourselves, the white, purifying light pours into you, washing through you like a cool shower on a hot summer's day. Any illnesses, problems, or unhappiness, and all their causes simply disappear. Your body and mind become clean, clear like crystal. Feel that all sickness, discomfort, or tiredness is completely washed away. All the causes of any type of illness are purified. All the disturbing emotions are washed from your heart. Tayata Om Muni Muni Mahamuniye Soha. Think the white light that I've absorbed, the essence of Shakyamuni Buddha's omniscient mind, has completely purified all my negative karmas, all my illnesses and disturbing emotions, and every single subtle obscurations. So you're completely purified and your body feels very light and blissful. So now the next part's on receiving inspiring strength. Visualize golden light coming from Shakyamuni Buddha's heart. And the essence of this golden light is the infinite qualities of Shakyamuni Buddha's holy body, speech, and mind. His holy body has no ugliness. It can transform into numberless different manifestations to work for living beings exactly according to their needs. His holy speech can give teachings on many different subjects according to the level of mind of any living being, in whatever language is necessary, all at the same time. Such is the infinite knowledge of his holy speech. His holy mind, the omniscient mind, fully seeing all past, present and future existences, has the power to reveal the many thoughts of each and every living being, all at the same time. There's not one single atom of existence that his omniscient mind doesn't fully see. Such is its infinite knowledge. So the essence of this golden light that comes from Shakyamuni Buddha's heart is this infinite knowledge. And as we say the mantra, concentrate on this golden light flowing into you through the crown of your head, filling your whole body. Tayata Om Mune Mune Maha Munaya Swaha. 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 As we continue to recite the mantra silently to ourselves, the golden light pours into us. Think, now I'm receiving the infinite knowledge of Shakyamuni Buddha's holy body, speech and mind. The golden light streams from Shakyamuni Buddha's heart, completely filling your body like warm sunshine on a winter's day. Every part of your body and mind feels extremely blissful. If there is any problem or difficulty in your life at present, think that you receive all the enlightened qualities to be able to perfectly deal with it. Unlimited patience and compassion, knowledge, joyous energy and strength. Think that you receive all of these qualities and they absorb into you in the form of the golden light. Tayata Om Muni Muni Mahamuni Soha. Feel that you've received the infinite excellent qualities of Shakyamuni Buddha's body, speech and mind. Your body feels light and blissful. Now bring to mind the visualization we had at the beginning. The 8 snow lions melt and absorb up into the throne. The throne melts into the lotus. The lotus dissolves into the sun and moon cushions. They in turn absorb into Shakyamuni Buddha. He begins to grow smaller and smaller, brighter and brighter. And then coming to the top of your head, he turns to face the same way as you and then dissolves into your body. Immediately you become one with Shakyamuni Buddha. Your ordinary view, the way you see yourself, all the wrong conceptions disappear. You're completely empty of them. In this very moment, you become one with Shakyamuni Buddha's blissful, omniscient mind in the aspect of vast, radiant space. Then imagine that from this empty radiance there appears in the place where you're sitting the lion-supported throne, the lotus, sun and moon cushions, and upon these your own mind in the aspect of Shakyamuni Buddha, having a transparent, glorious-looking body. Everything's in the nature of light, exactly as you visualized earlier. Feel that you are the Buddha. Instead of your usual self-image, identify with this enlightened wisdom, compassion, and power. This is your future self. Now in your mind's eye, look around you and see in every direction, filling the vastness of space, are all living beings. Generate love and compassion for them by recalling that they too want to achieve happiness and freedom from their suffering. As we recite the mantra this time, visualize white light rays emanating from your Buddha heart, filling your body and then bursting forth from every pore, radiating out in every direction about you, illuminating every living being throughout infinite space. This white light purifies them of all negative karmas, illnesses, disturbing emotions, and subtle obscurations. Tayata Om Mune Mune Mahamunaya Swaha. Tayata Om Mune Mune Mahamunaya Swaha. Tayata Om Mune Mune Mahamunaya Swaha. Tayata Om Mune Mune Mahamunaya
Mahamunaya Swaha. Tayata Mune Mune Mahamunaya Swaha.
As we continue to recite the mantra, the light streams from your Buddha heart, filling your body, radiating out from every pore. Call to mind the people you know who are going through difficulties. Terminal illness, destructive relationships, anxiety or depression, problems at work, whatever it might be. The light streams forth from your Buddha heart, completely purifying them, enabling them to attain the full enlightenment. See them transform before your very eyes. This means you're purifying all your enemies, those beings you hate or dislike, frighten or confuse you, purifying everyone you know and love, and purifying all those you don't know, without excluding even one living being. Tayata Om Muni Muni Ma Muni Ye Soha. Now think all living beings are completely purified of all negative karmas, all illnesses and disturbing emotions, even subtle obscurations. How wonderful! I have fulfilled my aim of enlightening all living beings just as I motivated at the beginning. All the living beings appear in the aspect of Shakyamuni Buddha. Rejoice in your liberating all of these beings from their problems and placing them in a state of lasting happiness. To end the meditation, gently bring your consciousness back into the room. Think that just making the effort to meditate is in itself very beneficial. You've been able to contribute to world peace and harmony in a very real way by starting right here in your own mind. Rejoice in all the positive energy you've generated and dedicate it towards attaining a perfect state of mind where we can actually benefit countless beings without limit, spontaneously, effortlessly, in the best possible way. And we're going to conclude by reading the dedication verses that Miffy's going to put up on the screen. So these are from these are 9 verses from the Way of the Bodhisattva, from the dedication chapter. May all beings everywhere plagued by sufferings of body and mind obtain an ocean of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with a mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may they never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains and for as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world.